Even if it was just human abilities, he could hide here forever and ever and ever. So why do you need that? Look how cool that is, you guys. That's in the sun for a reason. Why does it have to look like a face? Oh, it's just blending together. Look at that. What a shot. Just that shot alone shows you where I am. Grave. They'll never be there without them telling you. That looked like a bear for a second, but I don't think it is. It's so black. Oh, right there, it's just a stump. It's nice with this camera. It is a bear. Oh my gosh. He wasn't moving for the longest time. Oh, he's aware of me. He smells me. Yo! I can't believe all the bears I'm seeing. I just saw a baby. Yay, I love adding bear footage. Remember, it's hard out here. It's not easier to see a bear in New Jersey. It just was so black, I'm like, now you know a lot of times I tell you it's Bigfoot, it is. Is he hiding? Oh, he's standing up. Oh, he's looking for me. He smells me. I'm right on his wind. He is literally looking for me. How cool is that? Let me go back so I can get it. He smells me. Yeah, he smells me. That's why you never see bears here. See, he's already moving out. I wonder if that's I don't think it's the one I saw. No, he's bigger. He's definitely bigger. Not too old, but definitely pretty big. I'd say he's, I don't know, I can't gauge bears, but he looks like he's at least like 4 or 5. And the way he stood up, like he smelled me, it's amazing, their senses, isn't it? You guys, up here, it's just like a rare thing. I film you them every day. Is that them right there? They always seem to be around the bears. But to film a bear is like impossible. And I just decided to just go around it a little bit. So where will we go? Wait for this. Where will we go? By the way, none of these trees grew here. Nothing. This is a bend. Doubles. Watch this. Like if you looked around, where do you think you'd go? I'll give you one. I know I'm funny. I'll give you one guess. That's happened by accident, Mark. Darn it. I did this whole YouTube channel for no reason. That was just an accident. And so is the third one that's coming from the other side of the forest to touch it. And then the X up top, I guess, is an accident too. Man, my jokes aren't good today. Should be looking at me out from over there. So one thing I've been thinking about a lot about is the nighttime. It really does seem to be something about the nighttime. As far as them just doing whatever they want. I have been standing there at night, and it seemed like he was waiting exactly for it to be dark enough. We were at a campsite with Rio, and he all of a sudden, as soon as it was dark enough, he was just standing right there. I was sitting in my car, and I couldn't see him until I put my thermals on, and he's just standing there looking at me. I put it down. You can only stand it for so long. I put it down just like this, just far away, wherever that log is. I put it down. I go, Rio, he's right here with us. He's right here. And I take it back. I put it there. He's gone. That was the bet. Believe it or not, I'll never forget seeing him gone was even almost more confirmation than seeing him, like in a bizarre way. I was like, that was him. He's not there. I was losing my mind. It just shows you how they can, or it seems like they're, I don't know. Look at that. That's it. You guys, not only is that a teepee structure, right? But look, I mean, it's an incredible X at the bottom. Got all kinds of other stuff. It's like a whole little structure there. All of that's a structure. Everything you see. So what do? I will go to that world. I was going to where they just stand there, basically. I can film them. Like Ewoks and stuff. Oh, I walked that far down? I lost the X. So I wouldn't have done this, but it's interesting. Look, I'm right on this little tiny path, right? It's all shut down. So wait till I show you what's behind that. It's amazing what they did. So do you see all this? It looks like wind blew it down. It didn't. All of it's off the ground. And it's in front of their colossal, unbelievable stuff that I've never seen. I just know it's in there because I've spent a lot of time down here and surrounding areas. Triples. Look at the view. One reason we're doing this is because I'm trying to get my water. Just wait for it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I didn't see it going by. It's too good. I showed it like, so among the chaos, they tell you. Isn't that cool? Look, they did all this. Everything here, they did it. Remember, you can't really argue. You don't know why. I don't know why either, except to discourage or to limit view. Better be smart water. It costs like $4. Up there, $3 or something. Look at that. Okay, so you live down there. Actually, you live 1,000 miles away. But some people live down there. And you know everything about the world. You've never left there or Costco's, okay? In your whole entire life. Never realized that. Until I tell people, I'm like, you realize you've never been anywhere in your whole life, right? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I went to Hawaii. I'm like, yeah, but where'd you go? You went down a road, got in a plane. They took you up in the air where you can see nothing. Put you back down into your human world. You have never seen or done anything. It's just that you think you have because it's what's been presented to you. I'm the same thing. I haven't done anything. Maybe that's about it. I mean, it's not like a big deal. I mean, I think what I've done is a big deal, but like, it still isn't a big deal. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I see X's. Look at that. I like tribal. You can just look among the chaos. Big hello, shout out to my Colorado Bigfoot subscribers on Facebook. I never mentioned that on here. If you guys can join that, please join. These are a bunch of great friends and people that do this. There's only like 40 of us. It's $2 a month. It's literally that $2 is just so tell me do this. And so I can post pictures on Facebook and stuff. It's literally $2, you guys. Try to go there. I don't even care if you ever show up. I'm just trying to get it to a couple $100 a month there if I can. So it's just literally called that Colorado Bigfoot subscriber page. And then of course we have Energy Overload, which is free. But soon I'm going to be doing things just on the subscriber page because they, these are great friends of mine, and they give me $2. I should do something. So I'll post videos just there, things like that. But they're also the type of people that, wouldn't want me to. I don't want to. There's some very supportive team members in Energy Overload. I don't want to, who should be there for $2. But I try not to just cut them off, You guys, this should be good. Everything you're seeing, this is all them. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove it to you. Give me a minute. We just got to get up there. Not only is it them, it's them in mass quantity. That's where we're going. This is where faces are on trees, and first we're going to sit here. See if we can get something to happen. That's what they do. This is his view. Let's just look. There's nothing not to believe here. Oh, come on, stick. That one stick. One little branch. Here, let's see. Let's do it. Let's do a Panasonic WX-F1 real zoom test. That's way much further than it looks. I would say it's 10, 15 miles away. Been hearing all kinds of noises in the forest today. At distance. I thought I heard... The whole time I was in there, I really thought they pushed a tree down the second I got there, and it was my motorcycle falling over. I don't think they had anything to do with it. It was the way I pulled off the kickstand. They've never done that. I think they sit on it. All right, Trident. Told you, seat. Made Trident. Oh my God. Look at that. I did not see it until just now. I told you guys, I don't mess around. I told Robert again, I was like, yeah, I gotta go up there again. He's like, you're going up? I was like, yeah, okay. What choice do I have? You guys don't understand how much of a job this is, and you're seeing the last of it. No one helps. You guys aren't gonna help me. I'm out of here. I've given you everything that there is for free that didn't exist before me. And there's like, the crickets are chirping. Oh my God, okay. I had to climb over all that stuff, right? As soon as you get over it, look what happens. It's all the same up and down that whole little path. It's so you can't see this. It would turn anyone's eyes in the whole world if they saw that. If there was any explanation for that or anything you see here besides them, why doesn't it look like that at the road? Why do I only show you the same things? You guys, they're here. We had a huge thing off camera. I am losing it. I wouldn't even go any further if it wasn't for you guys. I gotta show this to you. Oh my God. Mass quantities of seats. I'm so glad I came in here. Hold on, I need a marker. I'm going far. I don't think I could get lost completely, but I want to be able to come back out at the bike. Wow. I should go to my cell, but I want to use the zoomer. Look, you guys, this is where they are, right here. This is like one of the best spots ever. Right here. Look at this. So if we see that, what do we know it is right away? Seats, right? And then if we say, oh, look at the seat. Holy moly. You guys, look at this. All of that stuff that a common person would think is wind is protecting this. You heard it here, folks. A common person. Right there. Is that an insult? I hope so. Right there. No, I don't. I don't. I really don't. Because what would I be? Well, you could say, oh, Mark, you're not common. Look what you do. Well, okay, so I'm not common because of this. But aside from what I do here, I am just as much of a common peasant as everyone else. And I'm not trying to be humble. Look at that. Think about it. This is the most amazing thing in the world, but it doesn't make a human any different than they were before. Actually, it does. It'll completely change your entire life. Wait for it. I can't even get there. Look at it, it's right there. There's another one right there. There's a footprint, you guys. Tell me what that is then. You silly, silly person. Footprints all over that. It almost looks like little people running around underneath it. It's a footprint. This is mass quantity. I'm glad I did this because this is a teepee. Because I have another place I haven't been back since I was with Brandon. I've really been wanting to go back there for a long time because I have to do it right. I never quite go anywhere. They're just standing there. So maybe next video, the place where they just stand there, and I'll prove that to you. Except for the fact that I just said that, and they were like, oh, really? Now we're not going to be standing. That's how my life goes. Shouldn't have said anything. That's a seat. Look at that. And then we leave it. Not so much, right? Until we find the next seat. This is amazing. How does he get there? Where does he go? He's not walking there. He's just getting there. These guys will interact with me. It's happened many times nearby here. I've never been even like too close to here in the forest, just on the road. But I've had amazing things with them. Trees being pushed down and all that. You'll see orange paint, but it's from like 20 years ago. Maybe longer. The paint doesn't really get hit by water much. It barely rains here, and it's always cold. Whew. You guys realize what I do, right? This is what I do, and this is who you're helping. How is that possible? Oh, wow, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. You guys, I've never quite seen that before. I didn't get it there in time. So right here, like if you can picture the top at like 10 or 15 feet down of the forest, a huge hawk flew through, but he was going like this. Like he was going like evasive maneuvers through the branches and then went out. And he was going like 20 miles an hour. That was amazing to see. I've never really seen that before. He was coming through the forest, driving like this, flying like this around the trees. Like, why not just go up above the trees? Strange. All right, before I go anywhere else. It's always the same thing. Let's see, I want to see if I can get them to. I had a whole thing going on before. Now that I'm behind the seat, let's see what we can do. Look at this, there's like an opening here. They blocked it, just like they do the trails. You can tell it's exactly the same thing. And you'll notice whenever there's an opening like that, they always do the same thing. Look, it looks like someone did it on purpose. They always do that. Ask anyone that does this. None of those trees are from where they're laying. And if you didn't believe that, you're going to believe this. Look at that one. Trident in front. Really seems to be talking about, there's giant X's like right there and right here and right there. I just think it's this inside this mountain. You guys, I truly believe, you know, it could be dimensional type of thing too, but it's dimensional inside as well. I'm telling you, It's something to do with the inside of our Earth. How could you not believe it? It's 8,000 miles inside of our Earth. We've been given this very small spectrum to think within, and we all do it for some reason. Why? Remove everything you know and think about the inside of the Earth. That's where everything happens, guys. I'm not allowed to tell you that. For entertainment purposes only. Oh, this is getting good. So these orange marks are from like 15, maybe even longer, 20, 25 years ago. They cut the forest. I showed you, I would think it's about half a mile that way. So they probably came through. They were probably trees they wanted. And then someone said no, is what I think. Look. Doesn't look like game to me. When's the last time you saw a deer do that or that? Yeah, this is where I want. I like when it gets open and real squatch festy. Real unseen worldly. This looks a little like the woods at my farm. I'm dying to go back there in the summer to visit the guys I do in the summertime, because it seems like they're only there. Although I was there, they did have all their seats. I was there the day before, nothing. I go back and there was 100 seats, 100 circles. That's pretty amazing. You guys, look at this place. Just deal with my nerves, okay? You never have to listen to a word I say. Well, obviously. But I mean, you can just mute. I'm nerved. If I were you, I would, though, because you guys know me. So if I'm acting weird, you know it's probably... Why would I want to... Look, you guys, that goes in between. These are the places that no one will ever stand. You're seeing a forest that no one will ever, ever, ever see again, and much less film for you. I'm not sure how you don't find these things amazing. Are you that conditioned where you don't find water to be the most fascinating thing on the face of the earth? Where you don't find air to be no, you don't. Because you're used to it. You take it for granted. You don't care if I'm not saying you, I'm just saying people. You don't care if someone's dying or sick until it happens to you or someone close to you. Now it's cancer matters, right? Now it's a big deal. You're dying. Oh God, sometimes I just want to, as much as I love us, there's a real frustration there as well. Do unto others. Think unto others. Don't wait for your lesson to be taught. Oh my God, now I'm so sensitive. I lost my mom, or I have cancer, so I'm doing a fundraiser for... It's like, where were you when everyone else was dying? Shout out to Neil. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. It doesn't get better. It just doesn't. And then look. I'm going all the way up. I don't know what you're seeing, but I'm going as far as I can go, which I've never done. Even down in the forest way down there that I'm sort of familiar with a little bit, I've never even come close. I always get pushed out of there. It's weird. It's not like pushed. It's just like, it's like I can only tolerate the energy overload so long. Look at this, you guys. My nerves, I feel like I'm I feel like I'm tripping. Yes, I tried it in high school. You guys, got something going on in my head. Like really crazy. Shortness of breath. Dizzy. You guys, this is in my way. this way. They probably don't get my joke because I have a real dry sense of humor. I'm like, you guys are killing me. They're like, we no, we're not. Because this is like hundreds and hundreds of years old. The totem pole and even this one. It's petrified. They get petrified from the fires. There hasn't been a fire here in 100, 200 years. 125 years. This got petrified. They worship them, and then they lean this there. I heard that. Look at that. There's orange paint right here. I used to find orange paint with numbers when I first found Bigfoot Universe, only at the spots they were sitting. So I do keep it open that some spec op, black ops have marked these spots but they're not coming all that often unless they have amazing ways of avoiding me. Do the real future humans, or can they be in that as well? Can they travel through gateways and be invisible as well? It's looking like it, yes. It's even through my own research. We used to catch what we thought were humans here. Joel used to, in particular, he's a median. It's like they were using me to get to, because the one thing these guys don't have is skill. These humans that are involved, they have no idea, because these guys don't help them. Oh, you guys, I'm seeing something that, I mean, everything, but watch, let me just show you. I'm seeing it to be insane. Up here. It looks so good up there. I've been walking and walking. That's why I'm out of breath the whole time. It's all uphill the whole way. Look, it's all mulch, you guys. It's all them. Every square inch of this forest is them. How they do it, I'll never know. I might as well just quit now. I'm never gonna know. That's not true. I'm gonna know. I'm real close. Oh, we got to the cutting. That's what I'm seeing. This is good. I want to see it. Grave. They'll never be there without them telling you. It's a grave. I think a lot of them are. Reason being is I think it's too dangerous to bury them on their side. I'm telling you guys, if I bury that, they'll stop me. I mean, if I was to unearth that, I would never do it. There's no amount of money. There's none. Nothing. Even if there's a chance that I'm right, there's no amount of money. I would never, ever do that to them. I'll be dead in 10 years. What good is that money? I'll be lucky. By the way, this forest that way is where we found the biggest pile of pine cones ever found by any human beings in the history of the world documented in the forest. It would have took 2 tandem dump trucks, and it had all just been eaten. Here's their spots. Top of the world. They're eating right here. Here's where the cutting happened. As of just today, eating. No squirrels. Believe me, if there's a squirrel, he'd let you know. They go nuts. Because they're never used to seeing anybody like me. And then they'll always tell you, look. That's why it looked insane up here. I want to see. Let's go walk the edge. I'm not making that up, because this was all them. They're coming through here, cutting down ancient tridents that have been molded and built for hundreds of years. And here are these imbeciles. Just affecting other beings' lives so we can have paper. But not just that. The most pristine, beautiful forests are being destroyed in ecosystems that will never come back. It'll take thousands of years for them to be the way they were. Even this forest, it'll never be the same. This forest came back from 150 years ago, and it's still not. It's just never going to be the same. Stumps everywhere. Look at that. That's a lot of eating. Look at that. There's all kinds of disturbances in that as well. Something's been stepping in there. I don't know if you can see, it's too shadowy. It's all stepped in. Here's where they eat. Who don't know. More than likely, they're little. But I can't tell you that for a fact. I think that, or I've been deceived most of the time, and it's the reason there's little ones is because they're surrounding the big one. There's always a big one has like a whole army of these little ones, which seems to be the case. Look at the trails, you guys. So look, this field is you can't even access this. They had to use all these big giant machines. They came way out here. I was surprised. So if I was to go in that field and try to walk out, it would take me a long time. I didn't know it was right there. I didn't know they came in that far. So just timestamps now. They did a whole thing for me. I thought it was going to be on camera now. I think it's one of the things I don't like about this. It's great to do a quick video like this, but because it's just for your confirmation. You're like, yep, I'm helping the right guy. That $10 is well worth it. Look what he just showed me. I don't need to see them. He just made sure I knew that they're building that. Like I said, where's the deer? I could be a deer hunter. I can't find a deer to save my life out here. Or an elk or a bear. I saw 2 bear today. 2! You guys know I've been years without a bear, right? I've been just thinking about it. Projecting it happened today. 5 seconds later, I saw him. Like, what a coincidence that was. And it was a little one. He was so cute. He was such a good boy. I want to keep him as a pet. Could you imagine? I got a pet bear, and everywhere I go, he's with me doing this. How cool would that be? You wouldn't have a pet bear, but unless he was like real little and you had to save him, it was really the only way that would happen. See this? It's all everywhere I'm taking you is all that. It's this world of them. My right ear feels really weird. The one I got my tinnitus in. I don't know if I said it, but so it's a real transparent forest. So if they do stuff, they have to do it from like 100 or 200 yards away. Otherwise, I'll see them. This is good in here. I like this. Another world, you guys. This is where other beings live. No. So this is what we want. There's no difference with this than being, you guys, if it wasn't for that road, it would take you, I don't know, a week. I'm not even kidding, like an Olympian, a week to walk here. And that's if you had coordinates to be here. You would never end up exactly here. I don't know, I hope you guys have a good idea of what the, did you hear that? You guys, a tree just fell down. Right behind me. I don't know, something like it was pushed, like a tree was leaning like that and it was like pushed down or something. Darn it, I would have been being quiet, but I didn't. My nerves are on high alert. Something that can rip my head off is right over there. I'm not worried about the bear. You can see what they were doing. They do everything to avoid you. A bear up here, something's around here. Look at this. I'm in the zoomer, so if as I walk, it bounces a little bit. I apologize. I got to show this to you. This all happened. None of these sticks, they're all like petrified and conditioned. Notice the calibers. They couldn't have grown here. And I think some of them were brought from across the street. And this was all done after we butchered their world. Look at it all. This is something they've been adding lately. An overabundance. on the ground. I think it's so these little ones that their heads don't even come above there can run around. And it's not just for us. It's all done internally, too. All right, let's do this quick. That's unique. Well, first, look at that. You guys, a tree just fell down behind me. I hope it's on the camera. I think you can hear it through me, like talking. What the heck? Look how good this is. You see this stuff? It's not... I'm sure they were in here already, but it was hardly anything. Look, they have a totem pole, too. Another X. It's our micro world. All of a sudden, the crows are active. I know because of the way I feel. I know they're right here. They're somewhere watching me. Oh, God, now I'm zapped. I can't make it a good video. I lose my mind in these places. In a good way, I think. Look at this. Let's walk through it. I think it's just right here. I have been in so many places like this, you guys, that are exactly this. Well, it's not exact, but it's just like it. Look at that. I mean, what more do you need? Look at the caliber of this stuff versus the trees that are growing. What does someone say to that? Nothing. Duh. They make up something out. You know, they'll just go away or whatever. You know, human beings, man, are going to be, I'm telling you right now, okay, no matter what you do, no matter who you are, the second that you pass away, if it's possible in whatever form you're in, you're going to be extremely embarrassed of what you've done in your life, the way you thought, and your commitments, and most people anyway. You're going to be in for a gigantic shock when the day, I just talked to my uncle when he died. I'm like, hey, see? You know what I said to him? I said, you had to die to realize that your nephew was the most badass sitting in here, right? At the most discreet of like spots compared to what's in here, sort of. But yet, there's their one you can put your beer on, right? It's a Trident, and it's field gold wrapped around to stay like that forever. You can barely even tell, right? Everything has been done, including that little tiny stick that wraps around, right? Every single thing. I'm sitting here going, the trail marker, the whole thing. But yet it's like real kind of just boring. Like if I was one of these guys, I'm like, this is not my spot, you guys. Like I get the cool spot. Someone else is going to be here. So why is this guy right here? There's a dude right here. And I was thinking to myself, like, why does he do this? Like that was just done recently. See how it's like all bent out. Some of these trees, it looks like since the day they were growing, they've been messing with them. So why? Like, why does that need to be done back here? I'm so far in here. I'm telling you guys, if I died right here, they would never find my body. They would never find me again. You're not going to find me with a chopper. You're not going to ever see me again. So this guy has the same ability. He can just be here forever. Even if it was just human abilities, he could hide here forever and ever and ever. So why do you need that? Look how cool that is, you guys. That's in the sun for a reason. Why does it have to look like a face? Oh, it's just blending together. Look at that. What a shot. Just that shot alone shows you where I am. He is your miracle. Am I singing Michael? What's his name? No. I kind of like that, though. It's like, you know, because we're always just complaining and bitching. How come I'm not rich? Why don't I have that job? How come he or she gets to do that? That's when I say, that's what I like that for. For once in your life, here's your miracle. Third, it's a Trident. It's insanity. What is this little micro world? And I just walked out of it. Look at this, you guys. It goes this way. Of course, there's like a totem pole type thing right there. Look at that shot. There's another one wrapping around right there. For once in your life. So it's like, you know, we're complaining so much. It's like, fine. Here's your miracle. Just shut up. For once in your life. I don't mean to sing it. It's just in my head the whole way up on my motorcycle. I don't know why. I didn't even hear the song. It's just, what's that guy's name? Oh, look at this. I'm telling you, they do this. You see that? They did this. It's not an animal. They did it. I used to swear I was an animal among them. But then every time I come here to their place, I see that. This one's kind of cool. I'm telling you, it's the little ones. Who knows who they have with them? You know, do they have pets? Other animals that are among this? I don't, you know, it's very, very possible, you guys. Look, this is a whole structure. All right, let's get out of here. Right there. Look at that. I can't deny that. It's impossible. Look at that. Yes. He just sits there. That's what they do. I'm glad I named them seats because that's exactly what they do there. They sit there, or the little ones like run around and play football. I don't know. Look. It's right there. And he's been there. Told you I never showed you a seat without a Trident. And there's about 40 of them right there. I'm not, when I said 40, I'm not exaggerating. If you want me to count them, I will. There's at least 40 Tridents right there. 40 Tridents, one seat. There's your miracle. Forest would be outstanding to go into today. But I'm going to go further. I'm going to go way in and behind it. So I'm going to go, it's actually a mile or two, 3 miles that way or more. And I have to go there first. I have never been in that forest. Right there. I mean, you guys, after the cutting, that X appeared. They always do it. I've been seeing it in Canada and anywhere they do clear cutting, they'll always tell you they're there. Hold on, I got it. Whenever you do that, you get a niche or like a fly lands on you. Come on. So remember, one of the biggest secrets of them is they freeze. They won't move. You guys, I have watched it with my own eyes. In fact, I have videos. It's called Frozen Avatar, and there's other ones where I show you where he left himself frozen. It's a crazy thing. You can only stand there for so long. Like, I was on the side of the road, you know, and I was watching him move, and then all of a sudden, as soon as he was aware I was watching, there's someone lets them know. I don't know how they know. It's not always right away either. And then he knew it. He just goes, dink. And then they don't move. It's something they're taught. It's something that's been thought up. And I believe it's exceptionally genius. I don't think it's something you would think was smart thinking about it, but these guys seem to know more about us than us. We don't interpret these types of things too much. We are, as complicated as we may seem, a very simple, you know, turnkey type species.